What is going on, guys? It is the Urban Franchise, Tony Montana. I am here to hit you guys up with a review with, honestly, in my personal humble opinion, one of the best movies that have come out in a while. Probably one of the best comic book movies. Oh my! So many people are gonna get mad at me saying that. This is like legit in my top five. Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm just going to give you guys my review, give you a bit about it first, then we'll get to the good stuff and I'll tell you all the things you guys want to hear about. So first off, guys, absolutely delivered in Deadpool style. It starts off with the story being in one place, then him going back and explaining how the story got there. Then this head diving right into our main plot with a big old montage only Deadpool could do. Peeps, it was a great. The storytelling was good. There are so many little things I can't get into at this point. A little Easter eggs for the future, maybe. Actually, we start off with a cameo from the main timeline. And then we go back and we find Deadpool is in the 1,000,005 timeline. I believe that was the number. I could be wrong. He goes back. That's the way it is. This story is everything you'd think it was going to be. And then so much more. I believe it's mainly because I was there watching it on, like, within the first week of it being out. People in the crowd, in the audience was just reacting to everything. There's some people who you could tell are seeing it for like the fourth or fifth time already, but there are still enough people cheering and going wild and crazy for certain points in the movie. Just epic. Just absolutely epic. MCU going forward will never be the same, is the one thing I could say. You got everything that you wanted, what you thought, and then so much more. Plotline, I'll give you guys a general synopsis of the plot. So essentially, Deadpool is not in the main universe, but he's always wanted to be part of the main universe. Let's just say that. I'll go into more details after. But he's not allowed to, if you will. So Deadpool kind of just has a normal life. Kind of just lives a regular mundane life with Peter. And then he gets a visit and he's told that he is special and he has potential and he is being selected to be brought to the main timeline years later. But essentially this is all a distraction, which is something I will go into when I get to my spoilerly part, which Deadpool finds out about and he essentially tries to stop. Even goes and gets backup. Him finding the backup for the help to stop what is going on is literally the best thing. One of the best things. Then from there, he pays a visit to somewhere that we all know from a previous series. And from there, it's a huge adventure with him trying to get back to his timeline to stop the thing that he was trying to be distracted from there. Who he runs into, what happens, the little things. There's like, I'm not going to remember everything. That's why you guys are going to be getting two reviews here. One with just me, and then one with the big Dr. Clone joining me tomorrow. The montages, the fight scenes, it was just, wow. Just wow. Honestly, this one just completely blew me away. One of the most enjoyable movies I've seen in a long time. Definitely was. Now, peeps, what is my ratings for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? 5 out of 5. Definitely a 5 out of 5. This was a total banger. I absolutely recommend if you are a fan of the universe of comic book movies. If you're a fan of Ryan Reynolds, fan of Hugh Jackman, If you like the Fox Cinematic Universe, or even if you didn't and you're just an MCU fan or vice versa, definitely, definitely check this one out. I enjoyed it. I actually want to see it again. I do want to see this again. It was just that damn good. I want to see it again. Let me ask you guys, are you ready for me to tell you about some epic things that happen in there? Now, if you guys don't want any spoilers, that first part was just the spoiler-free part. But with something like this, you guys kind of, you want to find out all the cool things that happens. I know some of you did. You want to know if I know some things that you guys didn't notice. So let me go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it up here. Let's get it up here. Spoiler warning. Okay, guys. So let's talk about all the things that happen. So the TVA, they're getting Deadpool. His universe is going to be destroyed. It's actually a rogue agent, if you will, in the TVA. He's in the TVA, but he's doing things he's not supposed to be doing. Trying to destroy the planet, his universe, fast to prove a new theory or method to take over. Main reason that they did that is because the anchor, there's always a character who's the anchor of every universe. And that anchor of Deadpool's universe died. And Deadpool's like, I'm not dead. It's just a midlife crisis. And they're like, not you. His anchor was Wolverine. So upon finding that out, he found out they're sending him to the main 616, which, yeah, Deadpool was going to the 616. And Happy Hogan, Happy was interviewing him to see if he could join Avengers. But ultimately it was decided, because Deadpool needed it, and the Avengers need people who are there because they know people need them, was the distinction. Then we go into a whole thing where he gets out of there, gets a little portal box, and starts looking for Wolverines. Now, the movie actually started off with him saying, we're not going to do wrong to the Logan movie. We're going to actually shit all of it. And he had this whole theory that Logan was not dead. Healing factor. Then you see a Logan skeleton. Then at that point, it's this is when the TVA caught up to him because it was the first place he went. He went to find his Logan, thinking that his Logan somehow survived in that casket. He was very pissed off when he found out otherwise. But the TVA catches him. They told him to come out and give him his weapons. He's like, I won't give you my weapons, but I won't use them on you. He proceeds to use Wolverine's adamantium skeleton as a weapon on everyone. And yes, we got what we wanted. He pulled the claws on at one point. Some gruesome parts here. Then from that moment, he just kept jumping. He kept jumping universes looking for Wolverines. The first one he went to was a comic accurate height Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman as short as Wolverine is in the comics. And when Wade saw him, he left right away. Let me think of the ones that he saw. So he saw the Wolverine that was the one of Apocalypse 4 Horsemen, you know, one with the no claw and the big froze. He saw the Wolverine that fought the Hulk. Yes, the Hulk shows up. Wolverine in the brown suit. He saw the patch Wolverine gambling. I believe that that's been in the previews. I don't know where it is, but there's a Wolverine on an X with a bunch of skeletons all around him. I don't know if that's where that's from. I was trying to figure it out. I know that image, but I don't know where that was from. Essentially, every Wolverine that he confronts attacks him and stabs him. Then he runs into Henry Cavill Wolverine. Yes. And he fully broke the fourth wall and was like, don't worry, we're going to treat you so much better than those down the street. So that's the exact quote. More or less talking crap about DC. Then he finds the Wolverine, the one that we found, which apparently, well, I'll get to it, gets him. This one has, and they go through the confrontation in the bar. Essentially, it just comes down to Wolverine's is a drunk in this one. What I like, he's actually saying bub, which he does say a few times in the previous movies he has, I know, but like he's just killing it as Wolverine. Then we go to he brings him back to the TVA. He says he brought back a Wolverine. Now, according to the guy named Paradox, he's the guy trying to run the TVA. He says this is the worst Wolverine. He failed his world essentially. Then they get essentially put into the void. Will in the void, we see Chris Evans, red, white, and blue. You know, and Deadpool gets excited. He gets excited. He's like, my captain, my captain. And then we see Firestorm. I know that they called him Nova. He's accompanied by Sabretooth. And essentially think of like a majority of the guys in like X-Men Last Stand that was part of Magneto's army. Azria, the all-red teleporter, like Nightcrawler's dad. Lady Deathstrike was there, but I noticed there was like no interaction between her and Wolverine at all. A few other characters. I remember the girl with the tattoos who was fast was there. And then you're waiting for, and then he's getting all ready, Chris Evans, and Deadpool's thinking he's gonna say, Avengers Assemble, but nope, he says, flame on. That's right. Johnny Storm. It was not Captain America, it was Johnny Storm. And Nova, as he was being called, just absorbed all his fire. He fell down his groin on a fence. Now they're locked up. Then they get taken. You see a lot more characters here. You see the Juggernaut. See a few characters I don't know who they were, but then you see a lot that you've seen from the X-Men movies. And then it's just like at the beginning when they got to the void, they were fighting, and I'll point out when they were actually fighting before Johnny Storm pulled up. There was a lot of Easter eggs. Like there was a Fox sign. One thing I'd like to shout out to Toronto, getting the CN Tower sign. That was actually really cool. But you're seeing like a lot of, I'll just put some pictures if I can find them here. But a lot of Easter eggs. A Captain America shield, old-fashioned, and then that was like an old-fashioned Captain shield. Helicarrier, it looks like a remnants, and I think it's the remnants of a Blackbird. I wasn't completely sure. And then you got they escape from a big battle that takes place there, and Johnny Storm doesn't. He gets fucked up. Cassandra Nova, she essentially, because of Deadpool exposing some things that he supposedly said, she is legit just rips off all of his skin from his body. Then you just see his muscles and his guts just all fall down. It was just like, holy crap. Hard R on this one. Disney, kudos on like how hard you let them go. Sabretooth and Wolverine went at it, but like that was not even worth mentioning. Wolverine just, that was it. They get out of there. When they get out of there, they run into Nice Pool. Essentially, Nice Pool is a version of Deadpool who was not horribly scarred in the experiment that gave him his abilities. And he's accompanied by Dogpool. He warns them about the Deadpool Corp, which, when you heard, I was like, holy crap, the Deadpool Corp's going to be there. It was like going through my head just because of the versions of the Deadpool Corp I read. I wanted Kidpool. I wanted Zombie Headpool. I wanted Lady Deadpool. And then I wanted Baby Pool, and they were all there. Just because of, I think I still have that Deadpool Corp comic somewhere. Then from there, we go to them meeting the survivors. Now, this was, they had a battle here. That I'm not going to give you guys too much. I want you guys to enjoy the movie. Spoilers that you guys want to hear. there were some more Fox characters here. One I know a lot of you knew about was Elektra. She did return. That was really great. One that not a lot of people know about. Like this one, like, yeah, I've actually, this is one of the spoilers that I got, which pissed me off. People who post spoilers while giving spoiler warners like I am, how dare you? Yes, I'll show you the pictures, but Blade. Like seeing Blade in this movie, I am no longer ashamed of the grays in my goatee, and I'm growing this bad boy all the way back. Bringing it back to those prime essence. X-23 was there. I think a lot of people saw her. And who else? Was there someone else there? Was there someone else? Yes. Remy LaMille. Gambit. Channing Tatum's Gambit was actually there. I was like, holy crap. We finally got to see it. Perfectly done. Like comic accurate to the 92 X-Men that I'm familiar with. The look I wanted to see. Maybe the brushover could have been a little bit longer and a little bit more spiky, but outside of that, perfect, which is why I'm not complaining. Literally one of the coolest, him and Blade was like legit two of the best parts of the movie for me, honestly. Seeing that Blade back, there's one part where Blade was like, there's only one Blade. And there'll only ever be one Blade. And then like, it's kind of funny that the director walked on the current new Blade reboot right after this came out. Other spoilers, there was a big battle. Then at the end, guys, you got to see the Deadpool Corp. Like, it was so much more vast than the comic that I read. This is like a console of Deadpool's type of thing. You got the girl running the TV actually showing up, and you find out that all Deadpools have a Peter, and that Peter is their guy. And then it was kind of a battle between all the Deadpools and Wolverine and Deadpool. But then after, what saved him was essentially Peter. When they saw Peter Pool, which is what he was called. When he came out, they're like, it's Peter, yeah. And they all got so happy and they're all running. Unfortunately, Nightpool did not survive. The big spoiler on Nightpool was he's a Deadpool who never went for the experiment. That's why he still looks normal. The way this ended, there was one thing that was put in the beginning, that there's going to be a battle, and you're going to see Thor crying, holding Deadpool in his hand with Deadpool, part of Deadpool's mask ripped off. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm guessing that's going to be part of the Secret Wars, because I'm seeing the Void as somewhat as like a battle world. Like, I feel that's kind of like what the battle world's going to be when they do that movie. You guys heard the big announcement of Robert Downey Jr. now being Doctor Doom. Now that they've thrown in this whole anchor character theory, maybe Tony Stark was the anchor of the 616, and they're going to have to find another version of him. And they ended up with the Doctor Doom. That is a theory. After credits scene, I do not want to give it away because it was very awesome. You guys just need to go watch that after credits scene yourself. Guys, I absolutely recommend this one. It was legit. 5 out of 5. I'm going to be asking everyone I like to go and see this. One thing I just want to say at the end of this, and I'm probably going to be saying this in a lot of videos, live your life. Value every moment that you are alive. Value every moment you have with people that you care about. If you care about people, let them know. Anything you want to experience, do it. You have a bucket list, start hitting this. Anywhere you want to travel to, go there. Life is precious. You may know that, but not everyone sees that. And then just like seeing, like, you know, we gotta take the moment. Enjoy every moment. Don't be in a rush. Slow down. Doesn't matter if you're late to work, something didn't go your way, someone you like doesn't like you back, maybe you lost your job, maybe you blew everything at the casino. Just slow down. Don't be in a rush. Just enjoy it, because it doesn't matter how bad things are or how bad they get. Don't give up. Life is precious. Life is very precious and should always be valued. Never take your life for granted. Appreciate it. Doesn't matter where you are or what's going on. Just take every moment. Enjoy that moment. There's something you want to do, something you like. Today I had an experience after the movie. Part of that Dr. Clone's not doing this review with me because of the experience. But just the experience that we saw, just I'm not waiting anymore. I'm taking life and I'm making it what I want it to be. I'm going after what I want. And one thing I've learned in life, it's not easy to always go after what you want. Along the way, you're going to fail. Never give up. Maybe you'll end up at the point what you thought you want wouldn't even be what you need and what you're going for. Just keep going. Never give up. Don't let anything in this world let you not value life. Appreciate life. We only get one. Never let a moment or anything make you not appreciate it. This is precious. It's very precious. Although I'm hoping inspiring, thoughtful words for you guys. Live life to the fullest. Stay good, peeps. Stay hood. And keep it